An iPod. Like your phone, without anything else. These are so useless now. Hey everybody, JK Callaway here at Real JK Callaway, coming at you the results of this week's hashtag skirmish game. Wah. And this week we played hashtag new slogans for old products. Lots of really funny responses, really clever stuff people put together. Make sure you click on the hashtag itself and start scrolling. You'll meet new people, have lots of fun. Really fun game. Make sure you check it out. Before we get into it, make sure you do hit that subscribe button for me. Turn on notifications too if you want. I only release videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so I'm not going to bombard you with stuff. So make sure you hit subscribe for me. We're climbing closer to 500. We're getting there. Oh, I can taste that $5 a month. It's going to come back to me soon. It's going to be so delicious. Now that the begging is over, let's get right into it. Our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag new slogans for old products. Number 10 comes from I am D-Hop. Preparation H. Well, you're never really prepared for this sort of thing. I have been very blessed so far in life, as I've never had to use it. I've never had a hemorrhoid or anything. I know my wife has. I mean, she had kids. It's a pretty common occurrence with pregnancy, I think, right? All the women out there, you can tell your guys about it. But yeah, on the whole, I've been very lucky. Asshole joke. Number 9 comes from Fragerta. Bounty paper towels. For when you really need to throw something at a Puerto Rican hurricane victim. The fun part is you knew he felt like a really good person when doing that. You know, like, look how good of a person I am. Here you go, you cheap, poor bastard. Just, here, wipe your ass with this. That'll help your plight. No, oh, here you go, you little bastard. Soak up all the water in your home now. This'll do the trick. Nah. I'm such a good person. Now let's go pay off porn stars to make sure they don't tell their story. Number 8 comes from Asanto70. Red Bull gives you type 2 diabetes. Hell of a lot of sugar in those damn things, isn't there? I don't know if I've just missed the craze on the whole energy drink thing. Like, I've tried Red Bull and it tastes like rusty shit. It's not a good flavor, and it's very aggressive with your taste buds, you know what I mean? And like Monster energy drinks and like all the energy drinks, I just never got into it. I'm a soda guy. You can tell by my belly. I'm a soda drinker, man, so I stay tired and I'm getting fat. Benefits. Number 7 comes from Milos Rocks. Pudding Pops. You won't feel a thing. You put the pudding on a stick and you freeze it up and you put it in your old mouth. Bah! I can't really do a Cosby. Number 6 comes from Truth by Brandy. Thigh Master. Does wonders for your arms. I remember my mom did buy a Thigh Master when I was a kid, like in the 80s, late 80s. And I remember trying it and thinking it was so stupid. It wasn't difficult at all, to the point where like there was such a lack of resistance with it that you're like doing it, and you know, I'm a 9-year-old kid at the time. I'm like, this is stupid. But it was that perfect length when you're a kid. You tuck one side here and you can do curls with it and think you're really cool. And then of course also when you're a kid, it had that cool foam around it. You can just take a chunk out of that, leave your teeth marks, because here's hoping I'm not the only kid who did that with a Thigh Master, because that would make me weird. Number 5 comes from known content. Radium. It didn't sterilize your grandparents. They still had a bunch of kids. They even called it the baby boomers. Clearly they were fucking and getting pregnant. Granted, now we have things like autism and Down syndrome, and I'm not saying it's directly connected to such things. I'm just saying those are fairly new considering. Number 4 comes from Okie Girl. Polaroid. Perfect for those times you don't want to leave a digital trail. Yeah, the hipsters might have this one right. Don't always need to put everything on Instagram or Twitter. Imagine if you ran across someone, because we all have those friends that take pictures of their food and post it on Instagram like on a constant basis. Imagine if there was no Instagram, but they did that with Polaroids and then put them like on a wall in their home. You walk in, you're like, okay, you're not well. Number 3 comes from an Ashbo Bash. Folgers, we own you. Yeah, more or less. Dead accurate. This could be Starbucks' slogan now, and it would not hurt their business model or revenue stream whatsoever. They could put up billboards tomorrow and people would see that on their way to Starbucks and be like, whoa, that's messed up. We there yet? This one should be fun. What the... This is a very interesting handle. I'm going to do my best here. Number 2 comes from @416 the 6IXXX. Tide Pods. We made them look good on purpose. I guess they look like Gushers? Remember Gushers, that candy? Like you take a bite and like squirt some stuff in your mouth that's fruity or something. Like it wasn't pleasant. They were tasty, I guess. When you're a kid, you'll put anything in your mouth. Is that the allure? Like that's just it looks like a candy? Like because it doesn't. Like they don't even look that good, you know? Like I mean, granted, I do get the ones that have the green in the back, like the really colorful ones. So it's got like this big old green juicy bit of business, and then blue and white on the front. Like it could be like kind of like frosting on one, and then like blueberry sauce. Like it could be like, okay, I'm not gonna say it's completely stupid. It's not the stupidest idea. Now, before we get to our number 1, here are a few honorable mentions, including one from the host at RealJK Callaway. One from me. Prostitution. It's like Tinder, but more honest. I've never personally solicited a prostitute. I've never even looked into how one would do that, but it seems really similar to Tinder. Like, I get that some people actually go on Tinder to have a relationship. But for the most part, it's just like, you know, going to the bar and meeting someone minus the bar. So, in that sense, it's fine, because sometimes the bar sucks. You're more or less just saying, that one. I shall put that one inside of me. That was from the point of view of a woman. Maybe. One from J.S. Williams, 1962. Lego. When walking on broken glass doesn't hurt quite enough. My kids have plenty of Legos, not like an obscene amount of Legos, but they've got their share. And yeah, that's fun. Without fail, it's always in the morning too, so like all your nerves are waking up now, and all of a sudden it's kind of like, oh, you little bastards! One from Kimmy Althea. Folgers. Makes mornings more manageable. Folgers getting a lot of love in this game. I'm not even that big of a coffee drinker, especially during the day. Like after 10 a.m., I'm not drinking coffee anymore, but first thing in the morning, yeah. Yes, please. But yeah, it's definitely a highlight of the morning right away. I'd almost call it the best part of waking up. It's not the best part of waking up. Can we be real though? Like the best part of waking up is like, you know, not being dead, I guess. You know, that's probably pretty solid. Or like, you know, some people have an embolism when they're sleeping. You wake up without one. Pretty good part about waking up, right? And you're embolism free. And then you can go have a cup of coffee with your head that doesn't have an embolism in it. So, I mean, there's a lot more positives than Folgers in your cup. One from Aaron Lee 7. Tiki torches. Hold your racism high. Aaron Lee 7 made my list last week, and usually I don't like to do back-to-back. I try to mix it up and make sure everyone gets in at different times, so it's not like just a repeat all over. But I mean, come on, that's too good. Just ever so concerned about white people being eradicated. Why do all these other kinds of people want equality? Don't they know their place? I'm being attacked. White genocide is real. Oh, or are white people being killed right now? Well, they're not, but culturally. And one from Shell My Bell 22. Disneyland. Happiness comes at a price. Gosh, this vacation's really expensive. You're soft. I can't do Donald. I can kind of do Mickey. Hold on. That'll be 10,000, please. We haven't gone yet. We plan on it. As soon as, we win the freaking lottery or something. And our number one for this week's hashtag skirmish game comes from @SidesOfSingles. Jello. We do not condone sexual assault. This one just made me laugh really hard because it's kind of like every company could do this at this point. Like Xerox. We do not condone sexual assault. Arby's. We do not condone sexual assault. Rohypnol. And there it is, my friends, our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag new slogans for old products. Thank you everyone for playing along. Really funny stuff. Make sure you go ahead and hit that hashtag and start scrolling. Like, retweet stuff you find funny or clever or the Abby's hot. Whatever you want to, however you want to play. Your choices. Before you go, make sure you do download the hashtag Roundup app. It is outstanding. Promotes all the best weekly hashtag games. I think there's like 75 a week on the app, and it'll send you alerts straight to your phone, which is beautiful. You don't have to sit there and constantly check Twitter and see who's playing and when, and worry about pop-up games because they're too lazy to plan ahead. Speaking of a weekly game, we do play hashtag skirmish on the app itself. We play every single Friday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And of course, my name is J.K. Callaway, and we will talk to you again next time.